Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Kanik, and today guys, you're going to learn how to side against those top meta decks, how I was able to win going second against so many meta decks, Tears, Sprite, Flunder, whatever it is, that you're going to learn, okay? Because I'm going to show you which card you take out going second and going first against those decks, okay? But before we continue guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, support your boy just a little bit, man. That one thumbs up is gonna do so much for me. You don't even know how much, okay? So please don't forget to like, subscribe, man. Please support your boy a little bit, man. Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's go to my deck. So this is the deck that I'm currently playing. You guys already know. You've seen the deck list. Going first, we got 8 hand traps. Okay, 8 hand traps is beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful. It's really consistent, and this already wins a lot of games. Especially like if we go second against Tearlaments, just activate Shifter, and it should be GG if you have a good hand with starting off with Simoon, for example, or like a lot of Blackwing cards. If you're playing against Sprite, okay, in the game 1, you're going second. With the like first of all, if you got Shifter, you can also, depending on what your hand looks like, if your hand looks good against Sprite, then go ahead, activate the Shifter. Otherwise, if you have like, I don't know, if your hand does not, otherwise if your hand looks bad, then it's really up to you guys. So it's depending on the situation. When do you activate the Shifter against Sprite or not? Because there's a lot of situations where I don't use a Shifter, but usually just go ahead and activate it. Okay, but what cost do you want to interrupt against Sprite? Against Sprite, usually you usually want to wait until they summon their gigantic Sprite, and once they activate his effect, go ahead and activate the impermanence on the gigantic Sprite. Okay, usually only negating that card is going to win a lot of games. Okay, so that's one thing. And then going second against Tearlaments, for example, with this hand, like with this game 1, the first thing that you want to do is try to interrupt their kit colors with the impermanence. If you do have Shifter at the beginning, then activate it once they, whenever, like as soon as possible, try to activate the Shifter. And with the Biscuits, you always want to target the costed fusion summon in the graveyard, okay? So yeah. Then let's say it's your turn after the opponent was able to build the whole board. The first monster that you want to go for against Tearlaments is try to summon the Draco Berserker with Simoon and Vata. Okay, because once the Berserker is on the field, you can just run over all their monsters, like 2 monsters, just attack them. Because Draco, once it destroys a monster, you can just attack it a second time. Do that, and then you continue with your combos. Okay, so let's talk about Flunder first before we go for the next ones. Against Flunder, guys, our matchup is basically so easy. All we have to do is go for the full arm mass. Like, I can't remember. Like, I think I never lost against Flunder, because like literally all we have to do is summon the full arm master, and yeah. Alright, so let me show you how you want to side your deck in going first against Flunder. So against Flunder going first, really honestly, there's not a lot of things that you can do wrong against Flunder, because you're just gonna win. But I like to keep those Magnamoots going against Flunder, because not because it's like we cannot target any cards from Flunder, obviously. But the good thing about those Biscuits is that we can use them as an extender. For example, like if they activate Shifter, for example, or if we have like a dark monster in our graveyard, we can just banish that card and special summon the Biscuits, use them and Shamal to go for full arm mass, and that's already GG, right? Or otherwise, we can also use those for Dragoon if you want to. Okay, so literally you should not lose against Flunder. Okay, even if they activate Shifter, we're just gonna win that game. Alright, so let me show you how to side going second against Flunder, because that's a little bit more interesting. Okay, so basically against Flunder, we added the 3rd prosperity to the deck, to the main deck, because yeah, we added the 3rd prosperity, and then we added also 3 evenly match, because evenly match usually wins the game easily. If you draw evenly match against Flunder, you should definitely win the game. And then Dark Willow No More, it's not that good as evenly match, because if they start off with that spell card, then it sucks. But then we still got the impermanence and the gammas that are also good. You can use those gammas if against shifter if you want to. And yeah, and then like this is easily win. Alright, let me just show you how consistent this is against Flunder. So first hand, like obviously we're gonna draw 6 cards because we're going second, right? Dark will no more evenly matched Simoon. Like this is a free win against actually every deck. Every deck we should win with this hand. And then here, beautiful. We're also gonna win with this deck, with this hand. And then yeah, because going second, guys, all you have to do is, it depends on, by the way, if we activate the pot of prosperity going second, then go ahead and just banish 6 cards. Don't be shy, okay? You can easily banish 6 cards. This is why it's so good. Here, boom, boom. You don't even have to think too much. Ballard and also Joe, just like that. Boom, 6 cards, and then yeah, 2-3, Dark will no more impermanence. Boom. Like we are winning. We are winning with this. Okay. So yeah, you already see, like this is beautiful. Alright. Now let me show you how to play against Spright. Alright, so going second against Spright. As you can see, it's similar to Flunder, but we also added the Magnamut and the Joystorm. Why? Because if we're not able to break their board, because we didn't draw like the evenly matches Dark will no more, then it's still cool because usually they're gonna have a Toad on the field and like Sprite red, whatever. And all we have to do is basically try to get rid of those cards. And with the Biscuit cards, it's pretty good because you can just best summon them and then just run over them. Okay, and if you can run over the Toad and the Elf, or if there's a Sprite red on the floor, then just continue with your combos in the main phase too, right? Otherwise, like let's check this hand. Okay, let's check this beautiful hand. Here, going second against Sprite, we are winning. Boom, we are winning. Like it depends on, of course, what we're gonna draw with the prosperities. But usually we should win. Okay, yeah, like I said, you can always, like those cards, you can always banish those 4 cards and then Ballard and Joe, right? And then Vata, Zutri, beautiful. We're already winning. We are already winning. Moon, nice. Beautiful. Okay. Here, another hand. This is also W for us. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Like as you can see, guys, with hands like this, there's no way that we're gonna, okay, this could be actually ugly. It depends on, if we don't draw 6 good cards of prosperity, this could be ugly. But usually, yeah, 1 Zutri or 1 Shamal and Black Wild, and we're already winning also with this one. Okay, so yeah, beautiful things. So now let me show you how to side going first against Sprite. Okay, so going first against Sprite is actually a little bit complicated because nowadays Sprite love to play shifter. And if they do play shifter, which they currently do in the meta, then you wanna play actually Gamma going first. Why? Not only because they're good small world bridges, but you can also use them because they're gonna activate the shifter in the draw phase, and if they do that, just Gamma the shifter and then beat the shit out your opponent. Okay, because yeah, it's just that easy. Okay, so this is why Gamma is actually good going first. And then obviously we're gonna play the triple tactics. I like to use the triple tactics to not draw 2 cards, but to like look at my opponent's hand, because right, they love to play like at least 3 hand traps going second against us. So use the tactics to get rid of those hand traps, and then yeah, it's just beautiful, right? So you're definitely going to win like this. Let's check real quick the hand. So yeah, if we're starting off with a hand like this, they're gonna start with shifter, whatever, we're gonna win. Okay, this is full combo for us. Then yeah, beautiful. We're just gonna search for Simoon, and then Simoon gonna banish the steam, double wild wind. We are winning. Yeah, also winning. winning. Yeah, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So there's no need for us to lose. There's no reason actually to lose going second. Only if they have like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hand traps, like it happens. But yeah, okay. So now let's talk about how do we play against the elements. Okay, going against the elements. Let's say, for example, we are going first against the elements. Okay, so against elements, it's actually also complicated because when do you activate the shifter going first? Sorry, okay, we're talking about right now going first against elements. Okay, when do you activate the shifter? So the thing is with shifter, you do not immediately just spam the shifter. No, 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 you do not do that because I'll show you why. Okay, because it depends on, sometimes if they starting off with Huffness. Okay, so you're gonna summon Zutri, activate Zutri's effect, and now you want to search for Vata and for Shamal, and now they are chaining Huffness. Okay, if they do chain Huffness, then I would suggest to activate the shifter, because if they are milling 2 different Ishizu cards and then also a Tearlaments to fusion summon, like, and they might still have Kelbeck on their hand, or they might still have a Bestial on their hand, then it's better to be safe than to be sorry, so go ahead and activate the shifter. But only if they activate the Huffness. If they do not activate Huffness, then I would not chain shifter. Okay, so let's keep this aside. And the Bistits is also good because if you don't draw the shifter but you got one of the Bistits, then you can also just target the elements that just got milled if they want to fusion summon. And then you can also use the Bistit cards to go for Dragoon, because don't forget, guys, you do not only need the Blackwing Jungle to go for Dragoon, you can also use the Bistic cards to go for Dragoon. Alright, okay, so just keep that in mind. So going first, this is what our deck looks like going first. Now let me show you how to side going second against Tearlaments. So going second against Tearlaments, I'm more afraid to play against Spright going second than Tearlaments, because even if they go full combo, if we don't have a single interruption card on your hand, or like a ball breaker on our hand, it is still good, because all we can do is just if we start off with Simoon, like if we have a full Blackwing card on our hand, not a single ball breaker card, whatever, then the first monster that you want to summon is like Simoon, and then immediately special summon Vata and go for the Draco Berserker. And once he is out, guys, like, now it depends on if you misplay or do not misplay, because they're not going to do a lot against that. Okay, because if they do want to go for, I don't know, like fusion summon, whatever, the thing is, if they activate like Rukol's effect or Kaleido Heart's effect, you can just trigger and chain the Berserker to banish that monster. And if they like to activate that trap card that can negate a monster effect, then they have just wasted it on a Berserker, which is not that smart, because now we're just gonna normal summon our Zutri and then continue with our full combos, right? So yeah, just to put that aside. And then also going second, if you got the shifter, you're winning. If you even like evenly matches, sometimes they're gonna win. And yeah, that's the thing. By the way, guys, what I forgot to say is, like, in game 3, okay, it's really important to not side in Dark Ruler no more, because depending on the time, guys, you might lose because you can't do any damages, because you drew the Dark Ruler no more, you activate the Dark Ruler no more, so your opponent has nothing left on the field to activate. But then you're gonna lose simply because you have less life points. Okay, so game 3, don't you ever side in the Dark Ruler no more. Okay, never. But besides that, guys, like, this is winning against Tearlaments going second. Alright, so let's talk about, is that it? I think I already showed you. No, I think that's it. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I think I did, actually. Yeah. I think we're done here, right? As you can see, guys, like, the cards that I always like to take out are the Small Worlds and the Raider's Wing and the Vishra. Like, those 6 cards. Okay, those 6 cards that you can see. you always gonna take those 6 cards out if you are going second. Okay, you do not need those going going second. You just do not. So and you're already playing 8 hand traps in the main deck. So taking out those 6 cards, you're gonna have like at least 14 hand traps that you can play. 14 hand traps or like board breakers. And if you're able to play 15 hand traps or like board breakers, again, this is a legit deck. Okay, you do not even have to go for Caliuga or whatever. Like, you're gonna win like this. Okay, and then yeah. I hope this video was helpful, informative for you guys. Like, yeah, and what you can also do is like take out the Zephyros and Steam, but against Tearlaments I would not take those out, because if they do activate Kelbeck and they milling the Zephyros in the Steam, then it's good for us, right? Because those cards in the graveyard, or like Shamal in the graveyard, is always good for us. That's why I don't like to take those out against Tearlaments. But yeah, guys, like this is the way how I'm actually winning against that meta decks. Like, sometimes Caliuga is not even needed. Caliuga is just there to definitely win if you're going first. Because going first, if you can just go Caliuga, you're winning, right? Never lost a single game where I summoned Caliuga. Yeah. Alright, guys. That's it, actually. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay blessed. I love you all. Please take. Alright, I'm gone. Alright, bye bye.